In this piano tutorial, I want to share some gospel jazz passing chords that we can use in the song Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and it'll serve as a way for us to expand our musical vocabulary and be able to apply it to other songs as well, okay? So I'll be doing it in the key of E major. And this first section of the song is a very common progression, right? It's the 1, 6, 2, 5 progression, right? If we were to play the melody with some chords, it would sound something like this. Right, that's that first verse, that first section of the song. And what can we do to this section of the song to be able to add these different passing chords? One of the things I like using is secondary dominant, right? We're starting on the 1, and then we're immediately going to the 6. But instead of going directly to the 6, we can use the 3, which is A flat, as a passing chord to get to the 6, because it is the 5 of the 6. So we could do something like this. Right? Have yourself right? So we use that 3 as a passing chord to get to the 6, but we don't have to necessarily play these exact voicings. For example, on the 6, instead of playing a regular C sharp minor or C sharp minor 7, we can actually use this 6 as a passing chord, or think about it as a passing chord that will lead us to the next chord, which is a 2, right? It would go, if we played it regularly, have yourself a man, right, to the 2. But instead of playing this voicing for the 6, I want to play it as an altered dominant, right? And this is the voicing I like using. It's a C sharp 7, sharp 9, okay? And I'm basically just playing the 3rd, the minor 7th, and then this sharp 9 up here. And gives it that dissonance between the F and the E, right? And it also, very important, also is maintaining the melody of the song in this section right here, because it goes, have yourself which is that E, Merry Little Christmas, right? And then for those next sections, right, the 2, Merry Little Christmas, I played this voicing, which I tend to use a lot, right? This minor 11 voicing. In this case is for F sharp minor 11. Merry Little Christmas. And then I like using those suspended chords as a way to provide that tension and release. Merry Little Christmas. Right, over here is a suspended chord, or B7 sus4. And I like thinking about this chord as a combination of 2 suspended chords, right? It's a B sus4 with an A sus2. And then we resolve it. We can either resolve it to a B7. We have many different options, right? B7 or B7 flat 9. We can voice it like this. Or even to a B7 sus4 flat 9, right? And then we're back to the 1. Right, something like that. We're just changing some of the voicings. But there's another set of passing chords that I like using in this first section as well. And it actually revolves around the circle of chords, right? I think I heard this first being done by Jacob Collier, and it sounds, it's not exactly the same, but it sounds very similar. It goes, right, we're playing the same progression as in the beginning, but then here is where it changes. We play a merry little Christmas, and then we're back to the 1, right? It's a bunch of chords, but this is very simple. We're just going around the circle of chords. So what did I do there? Started off the same. Have yourself a man, right? Once we reach the 2, we're going to go up to the 1 and play it as an A over E, right? This drop to voicing of A major. So we did Mary, and then from here we go to the 7, and we're voicing it, right? These drop to voicings, very simple. Sorry, I need to remember the words. Mary little. Then we play this A flat 7, Christmas. Right, so once again, Mary 7, 3, 6, 2, suspended 5, and then we resolved to the 5, and then we're back to the 1. It's just a different way, different set of passing chords that we can use in the same exact section. And like I did before, I use this altered chord just to change up the melody of the song and give it a more jazzy feel. Right? This is the movement right here. We're playing a B7, sharp 9, sharp 5. And then we're in the next verse of the song. Da, 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 right, so in this section of the song, we're just going down the major scale, right? We go, right, 1. The important thing, again, we're maintaining that melody. 7, 6, 5, right? We're playing it as a 1 over 5. Then here we're playing a 4, but again, maintaining the melody requires that we have this F sharp up top, which gives it that 6-9 type of sound, okay? Back to the 5. And then here, we're actually going to do a 3, 6, 2, 5, 1 progression, which is, again, very popular in both gospel and jazz, right? So we did... This is where it comes. 3, 6, or 6, 2, 5, and then back to the 1, okay? Now, what progression is that? We're doing the 3. We can either play it as a suspended chord, which leads us to the 6 as another suspended chord, or we can play this as an A flat 7 sharp 5, right? Where I'm basically just playing an A flat with the minor 7th plus a C augmented chord, okay? Again, which leads us to the 6, which I love voicing as this 13 suspended chord right here. And the way I think about this chord is I'm playing C sharp as a sus4 plus the minor 7th, okay? Then my right hand is going to go up a whole step from the C sharp, so D sharp or E flat, and we play it as a minor 7 chord, right? And that's our combination right there, which we resolve, right? And the resolution, it takes a little bit of practice to memorize. What I do is I bring down this, I resolve the suspended chord in the left hand to a C sharp 7, okay? So this goes to this, and the right hand goes from this. We basically just bring down the E flat minor, which is right here, down a half step to D minor. So it would be in combination, something like this, right? And As you can see, it's basically a C sharp, 7 flat 9, sharp 5, okay? Another altered chord. And then we're back to this 2 chord, which we did before. And then we play this 5 chord. In this case, we're playing it as a B7, sus4, flat 9, okay? So once again, it goes. And then we're back to the beginning. Right, let's teach that part right there. And I also heard this done by other musicians as well, right? Where we basically borrow from other scales. And I played instead of going to the 2, we're actually going to go to the tritone of the 2, which would be this C right here. And we're going to play it as a major 7. And then we're going to the 5 of that, which is a G, which we play as a major 7 as well, or major 9 technically, right? So, make till your size gay. Right, we're maintaining the melody. So even though we're changing the chord, we're still maintaining this B up here. And we get to the 2. So it's sort of like a passing chord, right? We're using these 2 chords as a passing chord to get us to the 2. And then the 5, and then we're back to the 1. So as you can see, there's many different possibilities we can do with this song. I'll leave it up to here. Quick reminder, I have a piano course available. It's the first link in the description of this video. Hopefully you find it useful, and remember to subscribe to the channel. That way you can keep receiving these types of videos.